Limbic System.
The role of the limbic system in emotions. Emotions shape our daily lives, guiding decisions, relationships, and survival instincts. At the core of this complex emotional landscape lies the limbic system, a collection of interconnected brain structures deep within the cerebrum. This intricate network governs emotional responses, memory formation, and behavioral adaptations. Understanding the limbic system's role in emotions not only illuminates human behavior, but also paves the way for advancements in mental health treatment. In this video, we will discuss the anatomy, functions, regulation, dysfunctions, and cutting-edge research surrounding the limbic system's pivotal role in our emotional experiences. The limbic system comprises several key structures, each with specialized roles, working in concert to process and express emotions. Let's see the primary components. Amygdala. A small almond-shaped structure, the amygdala is the emotional sentinel of the brain. It rapidly processes stimuli, especially those tied to fear, anger, and pleasure, and assigns emotional significance to experiences. For instance, it detects a snake in the grass, triggering an instant fear response. Hippocampus. This seahorse-shaped structure is crucial for forming and retrieving memories, particularly those imbued with emotional context. It links a childhood birthday party to feelings of joy or a traumatic event to lingering anxiety. Hypothalamus. A tiny but mighty region, the hypothalamus orchestrates physiological responses to emotions, such as increased heart rate during fear or hunger pangs tied to stress. It connects the nervous system to the endocrine system via the pituitary gland. Thalamus. Acting as a relay station, the thalamus channels sensory information, sight, sound, touch, to other limbic structures, ensuring emotions are informed by the environment. Cingulate gyrus. Located above the corpus callosum, this structure modulates emotional expression, attention, and autonomic functions, helping us shift focus during emotionally charged situations. These components are richly interconnected, forming a dynamic network that integrates sensory input, memory, and physiological responses to produce coherent emotional experiences.
Functions of the limbic system in emotions. The limbic system is the brain's emotional engine, driving a range of functions critical to survival and social interaction. Emotional processing. The amygdala is the star player here, rapidly evaluating incoming stimuli for emotional relevance. For example, it activates during a sudden loud noise, priming the body for a fight-or-flight response. Studies show the amygdala responds within milliseconds, often before conscious awareness kicks in.
Memory and emotion. The hippocampus binds emotions to memories, creating lasting associations. A whiff of a familiar perfume might trigger a flood of nostalgic feelings because the hippocampus has stored that scent alongside an emotional memory. This interplay is vital for learning from past experiences. Autonomic responses. The hypothalamus translates emotions into physical reactions. During anger, it signals the release of adrenaline, elevating heart rate and blood pressure. This prepares the body to act, whether to confront a threat or flee from danger. Reward and motivation. While not a core limbic structure, the Nucleus Accumbens, part of the extended limbic network, drives the brain's reward system. It releases dopamine during pleasurable activities like eating or social bonding, reinforcing behaviors and, in extreme cases, contributing to addiction. Together, these functions enable humans to react to threats, seek rewards, and navigate complex social environments. Emotions, if unchecked, could overwhelm us. The limbic system doesn't operate in isolation. It interacts with the prefrontal cortex, the brain's rational control center, to regulate emotional responses. The prefrontal cortex modulates the amygdala's intensity, dampening fear or anger to allow reasoned decision-making. For example, when faced with a frustrating delay, the prefrontal cortex might calm an overactive amygdala, preventing an outburst. This balance is critical for emotional stability. The hypothalamus also plays a role, coordinating the stress response via the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal HPA axis, which releases cortisol during stress. In a healthy system, this response subsides once the threat passes. However, chronic stress can disrupt this balance, leading to emotional dysregulation and mental health challenges. Consider the fight-or-flight mechanism. The amygdala detects danger, the hypothalamus accelerates heart rate, and the prefrontal cortex assesses whether the threat warrants action. This interplay ensures emotions serve survival without derailing rational thought. When the limbic system malfunctions, emotional and behavioral issues arise. Several disorders highlight this. Anxiety disorders. An overactive amygdala heightens fear responses, leading to excessive worry or panic attacks. Research shows enlarged or hypersensitive amygdala in individuals with generalized anxiety disorder. Depression. Disrupted connectivity between the limbic system and prefrontal cortex can dull emotional regulation, resulting in persistent sadness or apathy. Imbalances in neurotransmitters like serotonin, influenced by limbic activity, are also implicated. Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Trauma can overstimulate the amygdala while impairing hippocampal function, causing intrusive memories and hypervigilance. Veterans or abuse survivors often experience this as the brain struggles to process past trauma. Neurological conditions. In epilepsy, abnormal electrical activity in limbic regions like the hippocampus can trigger seizures, sometimes accompanied by intense emotions. In Alzheimer's disease, hippocampal damage erases emotional memories, altering personality and emotional responses. These dysfunctions underscore the limbic system's delicate balance and its profound impact on mental health. Scientific advances have deepened our understanding of the limbic system. Neuroimaging tools like functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI, and positron emission tomography, PET, scans reveal real-time limbic activity during emotional states. For instance, fMRI studies show the amygdala lighting up during fear, while the hippocampus activates when recalling emotional events. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt, is another exciting frontier. Experiences, positive or negative, reshape limbic connections. Therapy, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, leverages this to rewire maladaptive emotional patterns, calming an overactive amygdala. Therapeutic implications are vast. Medications like selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs, target neurotransmitter imbalances in limbic regions to treat depression and anxiety. Neuromodulation techniques, such as transcranial magnetic stimulation, TMS, aim to adjust limbic activity directly. Ongoing research explores how these interventions can refine emotional regulation and improve quality of life. The limbic system stands as the brain's emotional hub, orchestrating how we feel, react, and remember. From the amygdala's rapid threat detection to the hippocampus's memory-emotion links and the hypothalamus's physiological coordination, this network shapes our emotional world. Its regulation, balanced by the prefrontal cortex, keeps emotions in check, while dysfunctions reveal its role in disorders like anxiety, depression, and PTSD. Advances in neuroimaging and neuroplasticity offer hope, guiding new treatments to enhance mental health. As research progresses, unraveling the limbic system's complexities will deepen our grasp of emotions, fostering better strategies for emotional well-being in the future.